David, you know what? I think it's time before we get into the actual numbers on the week, which we're going to get to in just a second, just to spend some time reflecting because we are on the cusp of crypto all-time highs. We're almost at Bitcoin all-time highs, and pretty much everything else is going to follow. So I think we should just enjoy this moment. We should just take a minute to reflect. And you wanted to share something over from Eric Wall. Maybe we start with that.
I think Eric Wall set it up just so perfectly. I'm going to read out a tweet from his. He says, so the market did really wipe out SBF, Do Kwon, 3 Hours Capital, and then it went shooting for all-time highs, not as a joke, but for real. So Luna really did go to zero. SBF really is in a cell prison. Kwon is really getting extradited. Sue had to drop every last one of his shitcoin logos from his display name, and Kyle is in a shed somewhere chopping wood. That's a Twitter meme for those who aren't on Twitter. The cryptocurrency saga moves like poetry. How is this real? When did you experience something like this that you need to take it in with every fiber of your body? Every hair should be standing on your skin. I do want to say that this week particularly was a monumental week in crypto history, and we don't get many like those often, so it's worth appreciating. It's worth reflecting. And the cool thing about why it's such a big deal is because Bitcoin pumped so hard. Actually, that is why this is such a monumental week. It pumped $10,000 inside of a week because of the Bitcoin ETF. We're going to get into some of the milestones, the new high water marks, not just for Bitcoin ETFs, but global ETFs. And it's just a sign of just a milestone that this entire industry has crossed over, because a lot of just Bitcoin's destiny, its manifest destiny, has been finally achieved in this first week. Legitimacy, acceptance, adoption in TradFi, with all the boomers buying the bags. And we also still get to have our own internal ecosystem where we have Bitcoin pumping $10,000 on one side, and then we have dog shitcoin meme coins also pumping on our side of things.
I think Eric's reflection is really important here, because he's basically saying, look at what we just lived through. How is any of this real? It feels like we lived through some kind of simulation. This is just such a bizarro world show. I can't believe we went through this over the last 24 months. It's been absolutely crazy. Just all of the character arcs, all of the stories that were closed. It's just such a crazy time in crypto. I don't think I will ever forget the last 2 years. That's for sure. And
the sitcom that is crypto is absolutely unreal. Just to really tie off a loose end here, can you just scroll down so we can see Kyle Davies chopping wood?
What?
This is a tweet that he made where he just says, this is Kyle Davies, let me share with you my newest passion, chopping wood. I spent hours every day in meditation building fires from scratch. Each swing of the axe is physical, relaxing, and lets my mind explore new boundaries. I'm sure if everyone was chopping wood right now, we'd be at 1 million BTC. Just insane copy pasta.
Former crypto billionaire, I think, probably, or close to that, Kyle Davies, and one of the co-founders of 3 Hours Capital, and now he's chopping wood this bull cycle.
Now he's chopping wood for heat,
I want to share another reflection. To everyone who stayed during the bear market, you guys stayed for the last 24 months. If you're tuning to Bankless, you're probably not new here. You've probably been around. You're probably listening during the dark period of the last 24 months. I just want to say this. In the upcoming weeks and days, a bunch of people will tell you didn't deserve these gains, right? Crypto, you got lucky. It's, all-time high, making money shouldn't be this easy. Let me tell you, it actually was really hard. And for those who stayed, you did your research, you accumulated when everybody else was running away. You resisted the overwhelming urge to believe all of the FUD that crypto was dead. You didn't follow the herd. They left and you stayed. And don't let anyone tell you don't deserve these gains, okay? Because you earned it over the last 2 years of time. And that's really when you earn it, is during the bear market season. So congrats. Just spend a moment to think about that. Yeah, well done. Now, don't get too high on your horse though, right?
Not too soon. Not too soon. We have to save some pats on the back for later too, when we actually do cross all-time highs.
Yeah.
Also, just big shout out to everyone's net worth who's higher now than it was at the peak of the market last cycle. We're not at all-time highs now, but shout out to the people who bought $20,000 Bitcoin. Shout out to people who bought sub $1,000 ETH. Shout out to people who bought $10 Solana.
David,
this
meme
accumulating in the bear markets is like, a once every 4 years opportunity, and that last bear market won't be coming back again.
I think this meme that you sent before the episode really sums it up of what the balance we're going to have to strike during the bull market is like 2 buttons to click, like 2 choices, and somebody saying, this is David, the past couple of weekly roll-ups. Button 1 is stay humble. Button 2 is I effing told you so. You are like, we are juxtaposed between those 2 options. Like there's a little bit you want to stay humble and a little bit like, we were right. We stayed. Right. It feels good.
Yeah. Surprise. Believing in crypto was the right answer. Who knew?
One thing I was thinking as well is as you sort of zoom out, how often we've compared crypto to the internet, the birth of the internet. And if you go to Google and you type like the consensus date of the birth of the internet was 1983, actually. Okay. So 1983. And it's very interesting. If you extrapolate that forward, 15 years later from 1983 was about 1998. All right. And I don't know if some people remember what the internet felt like in 1998. It was very much like new territory. It was this exciting technology, this horizon. And that was like right before the dot-com boom, okay? It was just like a little bit into it. And then, of course, over the corresponding years, 1999 and 2000, you got an absolute explosion in market prices, right? So that was 15 years into the internet. It's very interesting, David. If you look at crypto right now, 2024 is actually 15 years now into crypto. So the Bitcoin just celebrated its 15th birthday from the first block. We are now 15 years. And so the question is, what's going to happen next? I feel like every cycle we talk about, well, it's like the dot-com bubble, right? It's the dot-com boom and the dot-com bust. I wonder if we're actually going to see that this time. Do you have a take in like what year it is in terms of the internet? Do you think we're in 1998 or do you think we're like after, the dot-com boom? Do you think we're in the 2000s somewhere?
Yeah, I think really you can only understand patterns, and I don't think you can really carry it over one to one. I think the biggest evidence to say as to why crypto will experience some sort of dot-com boom sized movement in the markets is we are actually tapped into traditional financial markets right now, and there is the colliding particle of AI as well. The AI crypto overlap and AI crypto retail speculation. And just innovation in AI, where a lot of that value is going to be able to be much more easily expressed in crypto tokens, which are easier to mint because what is an ERC20 token other than like a printing press for financial assets? I think like it's really those 2 things coming together that is like, we're redoing the internet both on the crypto side of things and on the AI side of things, but crypto is offering the financialization of the AI side. Just like crypto is going to be able to tokenize to express value of AI innovations way better than any like public listing on a stock market, unless we do like the whole like SPAC era again. But I think that crypto AI synergy, I think, is very, very strong.
I also think, so for me personally, it's still my take that we're going to absolutely boom and then we're going to crash. Like it's still my take that there's no such thing as the super cycle because this always happens in these fractal patterns.
Paper gains can become very weighty. Yeah.
So I think we're going to go higher than anyone thought this bull market, and then that will be followed by a crash. What say you to that? Or are you on team super cycle? This time it's different.
I think we have been in one super cycle since 2009.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how it plays out, man.
To continue leveling up your crypto game, then you need to get on the Bankless newsletter. It's the world's most popular crypto email and is completely free. Just click below to sign up.